Hi everyone. So week 2 of the Pantry challenge has come to an end, and looking into my pantry, it doesn't look like I have actually used up a lot of the items. I have discovered that I had multiples of many of the items. For example, I had 4 jars of sauerkraut, and I also had quite a few different packets that were opened. I had an open packet of couscous and of chickpeas, and I was able to use up some of those items this week. I have also discovered that I had quite a number of items that were past the use by or best before date. So I think that this coming week I will have to go through my pantry and find the items that we can no longer use, and those that I can I will give to the chooks, and those that I can't give to the chooks I will put into the compost. One good thing about doing the challenge is that I have not had to buy many things at all. I have bought fresh fruits and vegetables, and any other items that I have purchased specifically for the given meals that I was going to cook. I substituted some items in recipes that I was using, and I also came up with some creative ways of using some of the ingredients that we had. For example, I have never used couscous with scrambled eggs, and it turned out actually quite tasty. So that was a win. I was also able to once again incorporate quite a number of the greens from the garden. I have a number of different lettuces. I have celery that's starting to come through, parsley, onion greens still, and I was able to use quite a lot of those in my meals. Even though they were not the main ingredient in the meals, there's just something really satisfying about being able to go to the garden and pick something, even if it's just a little bit of parsley that you use as a garnish. So I hope you enjoy watching this episode of my pantry challenge, and if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. These are the items from my pantry that I am going to use in today's meal. As you can see, I still have quite a bit of the relish left over from the other day, so I am going to use it in today's sauce. And here are the garden ingredients that I will be using in today's meal. We have pasta with a sauce and a garden salad. I use lettuce and dill, onion greens and a couple of radishes, as well as the peas in today's salad, and all those things came from the garden. I have quite a lot of fresh vegetables in the fridge, so today I'm going to make a red curry, and I'm going to use these ingredients from my pantry. And here's the curry to go with the rice. Now last week I made some bigos with the sauerkraut that I found in the pantry. Looking further into my pantry, I found 2 more jars of sauerkraut. So since we all liked the dish, I'm going to make some more bigos today. I'm going to put a link to the recipe that I used. Now I didn't have all of the ingredients. I was missing some of the spices, and we didn't have any prunes. So I didn't use all of the ingredients that are recommended in the recipe, but it still tasted really good. Here's the bigos bubbling away. Turns out that I did have some sultanas and prunes in the back of my cupboard, so I was able to include them in the dish. I also used up some of the ground up mushrooms that I used the other week. For today's pantry challenge, I used the chickpeas and the couscous. And I made this salad which has roast pumpkin, feta, spinach, green peas from our garden, red onion, and for the dressing I used lemon, olive oil, and some spices. For today's meal, I used the very last leaves from our perpetual spinach plant, as well as the coconut cream from our pantry. And I made a tofu and spinach curry. And I'm going to put a link in the description to the recipe that I based my dish on. Today I used up some couscous from the pantry, and I made scrambled eggs with couscous. I made it by mixing pre-soaked couscous with the eggs, onion greens, salt and pepper, and I fried it all together. you.